Good evening and welcome to session 10 of the World Wheelchair Curling Championships here from Richmond, British Columbia. Tonight, Team Canada is being honored. They'll get to hear their national anthem being played this evening. Each team has been honored throughout this event. They get an opportunity to hear the anthem being played and are acknowledged by their peers. We've got a big crowd here up in the lounge of the Richmond Curling Center, this year's host of 2 World Wheelchair Curling Championships. This evening we've got Team Canada versus Team Sweden in draw 10. One more draw to go tomorrow. So moving day for a few teams this evening. The current standings are China, who has qualified with a record of 8-1. Canada has also qualified with a record of 7-2. Korea has also qualified with a record of 7-2. And we have 4 teams tied with a record of 5-4. So some big games tonight, which you can catch on our CurlBC live YouTube stream. So we've got Norway, Scotland, Sweden, and the United States all at 5-4. So big games for each of those teams, looking to get one of those final 3 qualifier spots. In 8th is the Czech Republic with a record of 4-5. Currently 9th is Latvia with a record of 3-6. Denmark with a record of 2-7. Japan with a record of 2-7. Both sitting in 10th place. And Team Italy currently sitting 12th with a record of 1-8. So we expect to see a great game here tonight between Canada and Team Scotland. Qualifier spot on the line here for Team Sweden. Canada will be feeling confident. They've got their qualifier spot, but it'll be really important that they keep their momentum going as they head into the qualification and playoff rounds. So tonight for Team Sweden, we've got Glennert throwing the lead stones. Johansson will be throwing second stones, Peterson throwing third stones, and Peterson Dahl calling the game and throwing 4 stones. For Team Canada, we've got Idison will throw the lead stones and call the game, Dash throwing the second stones, Forrest throwing third stones, and Thurston throwing the last stones. Team Canada will open this end with hammer. For those of you watching for the first time, hammer means that they will have the last stone advantage. First stone at the end coming into the rings for Team Sweden. So we can expect to see a clean end here by both teams as they settle into draw 10 of the 2023 World Wheelchair Curling Championships. Idison right on the mark, the hit and stick right on the nose. He's been making that shot all week. with Team Canada looking really comfortable on the ice. And right on the mark there for Glenner, she makes a hit and stick. On sheet A this evening, we've got Team Korea versus Team Japan. On sheet B, we've got Team Norway versus Team Italy. On sheet C, we've got Team Czech Republic versus Team Denmark. On our sheet D, we've got Team Canada versus Team Sweden. On sheet E, we've got China versus Scotland. And on sheet F, we've got the United States versus Latvia. So 6 teams will qualify for the championship rounds. The top 2 seeds, Team 1 and Team 2, will receive a bye into the semifinal games. With the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th place teams will have to play off to get into the semifinals. Both teams connecting on their hits so far here this end. So a wave from Skip Idison, likes the look of the stone as it comes down the ice. Nice connection, and we'll roll to the back of the 8-foot. So nice hit there from Dash in this opening end of draw 10, the 2023 World Wheelchair Curling Championships. Nice stone there from Joe Hansen of Team Sweden, right on the mark. Team Canada looking for another hit here. Another nice stone by Dash. Makes the hit, sticks the shooter in the rings, just in the back of the 4-foot. So strong start on the hits for both teams. Pearson's rock looking good, makes connection. Looks like it's just gonna hang on to the back 12 foot. Gets a little spin back in at the end. These houses haven't been too lively this week, so the hits and roll outs and doubles have been a little difficult. So that helps Team Sweden keep their shooter in the rings, forcing a hit here for Team Canada. So Team Canada opting to take the inside out ice here. By inside out, I mean the start of the rotation starting from the inside edge of the sheet, and it'll travel towards the outside as it curls down the ice. So Forrest makes connection there. The shooter just rolls outside of the ring. This will give Pearson an opportunity to find draw weight, put a stone, looking for a top 4 foot on the center line. Good looking stone there from Pearson. Team Sweden just draws into the top 12 foot. Looks like the draws are traveling a little further this evening. We've got there's lots of chatter up here tonight, this evening. We've got lots of spectators coming out to watch draw 10, 2023 World Wheelchair Curling Championships. Got fans braving the cold on the benches, out on the ice. So they're getting right into the action. They'll be able to hear all the chatter from the athletes across all six sheets of ice. Nice looking stone coming here from Forrest. Makes the hit on the nose. This rock might not be in the rings, but it looks like Sweden doesn't want to leave it there. So Peter Sandal looking to make a hit on this Canadian stone just outside of the rings. Both teams have athletes, Paralympic game experience, World Wheelchair curling experience, having medals in both events, so lots of experience. It's a long game. Both teams will have to be patient. Mental toughness will be key. So right on the mark there from Peter Sandal of Team Sweden. Looks like Team Canada's going to use the Sweden stone as a guard. They're looking for the come around draw. Opportunity here for Thurston to find draw weight early. Line looks good. Room past the center line guard. And the stone will glide just into the back 12 foot. So nice line on that stone. It's an opportunity here for Team Sweden to follow the Canadian stone. They'll be looking to place this rock in the top 4 foot to make a more difficult shot for Team Canada with final stone here in the first end. I can hear some of the other athletes encouraging their stones as they travel down the ice. These wheelchair teams do not get any sweeping. So the Sweden stone A little heavy there, it just rubs off the Canadian stone in the back 12 foot and rolls out of the rings. So a big opportunity here for Team Canada to put 2 points on the board in this opening end of draw number 10. They'd like to get a win in this game and give themselves a good opportunity to get the bye into the semifinals on Saturday, March 11th. As a skip, you always like the opportunity to throw the same shot twice. And always learn from your first throw to make an adjustment for your second one. Line looks good, weight looks good, and this stone will stop just in the back 8 foot. So a round of applause from our Canadian fans and a good start to this game for Team Canada. See both teams have a quick discussion. See fist bumps there from Team Sweden. The camaraderie and encouragement of all of these athletes has been fantastic throughout this week. Had the opportunity to be an ice player assistant out on the ice, and you can feel the positivity and the support from each of these teams. So 7 ends of play left here in draw 10, the 2023 World Wheelchair Curling Championships. Team Canada taking 2 in the first end. And it'll be Team Sweden with last stone advantage coming into the second end. Idison of Team Canada throws the lead stone, calls the game. So we'll see teammate Forrest holding the broom. So this stone of Team Canada rests as a center line guard. I think ideally they would have liked that stone in the rings to put the pressure on Team Sweden. So it looks like Team Sweden's going to ignore that center line guard. I expect we'll either see a corner guard go up here. So during practice, most of the teams take the outside in ice to warm up the pass for their last stone draws. And sometimes coming across the sheet, because the stones haven't been played, the ice can be a little bit fresh still. So an unfortunate miss there for Sweden. That stone does not completely cross over the hog line. So in order for that rock to be in play, it does need to come completely across that thick black line that you see on the screen. So an opportunity for Team Canada to use their center guard and put some pressure on this Team Sweden early on in the second end. Sliding past the guard, stone will rest in the back 8 foot, and a nice adjustment there from Idison of Team Canada. So we'll give you a score update across our sheets. On sheet A, Korea took 1 over Japan after the first end. Team Norway took 2 over Italy on sheet B. On sheet C, Czech Republic took 3 over Denmark. On sheet D, on our feature sheet here, Canada took 2 over Sweden. On sheet E, China took 3 over Scotland after the first end. And on sheet F, Latvia took 1 point over the United States. So some close starts here after the first end of play of draw 10, the 2023 World Wheelchair Curling Championships. Again, there's some big games out there tonight. There are currently 4 teams tied for 4th position. So each of these teams will be looking for a win to give themselves an opportunity for one of the last 3 qualifying spots. So a nice draw there by Team Sweden. Rest their stone just on the top forefoot. Team Canada looking to make a play on the yellow Sweden stone. Nice weight control on the stone by Dash. Connects with that Team Sweden stone and pushes it out just to the back of the rings. A fantastic curling shot by Dash of Team Canada, leaving Canada sitting 2. Great weight selection on that stone to give it an opportunity to curl up past that centerline guard. So Team Sweden looking to make a play on that top Canadian stone. They have some options here. If it stays straight, they could make the double, or there's an opportunity for a hit and a roll behind the center guard.
That's the way I understood it. Oh yeah. Changed your angle.
Johansson of Team Sweden connects with that stone, doesn't quite get the roll, so it is an open hit for Team Canada. If you're watching wheelchair curling for the first time, these teams use a buddy system where one of their teammates will anchor the chair behind them. That helps to hold the wheelchairs in place to prevent the athletes from slipping as they throw these stones. So Dash connects on that top stone, doesn't quite curl up to keep it the shooter in play, but still a nice shot. Team Canada sitting 1. Sweden looking to make another come around draw here. Peter Sandal calling for the draw right to the button. Line looking good. Sprock should curl up. It freezes right on top of the Canadian stone. So really nice shot there by Johansson of Team Sweden. So we've seen some high fives with these athletes. So there is room for Canada to follow their path and freeze to that yellow Sweden stone. Line looking good. And the stone come up to the corner of Team Sweden. Nice weight there by Forrest. The rock needed to just curl a little more to be completely frozen, but still great placement in putting the force on here. Team Sweden with hammer. These athletes have to be so precise on their throws. Once they've delivered them, there's no time to correct as they throw. There is no sweeping, so all they can do is watch and learn from their rocks as they travel down the ice. We'll see most athletes with stopwatches, so their teammates will be timing the paths. It's important the teammates keep communicating to one another with what they see with each of these throws. A nice stone there by Pearson of Team Sweden. It's difficult to tell from this angle who is shot stone. So there is some space here to make a play. Team Canada will be looking to push this rock out through the rings on the right-hand side of your screen. Line looking good. And a nice stone by Forrest to Team Canada. Great weight selection there to make contact with the Sweden stone and keep the shooter in front of the tee line. So Team Canada is currently sitting first and second. Team Sweden sitting third and fourth. There is room to make a hit. You can just get to the inside of the stone. Oh, they're looking to hit this one just off nose. They might be looking at making the double, so if they can make contact on the early side, they might be able to get that top rock to go through the two Sweden stones at the back. There is danger here of one of the Canadian stones jamming on that wall of yellow. So very precise shot coming up here from Pearson of Team Sweden. Oh. And that one just won't quite curl up. So a bit of a miscue there by Team Sweden with the extra weight. Anytime you throw a little more, it will travel straighter down the ice. Noticing the ice is a little bit straighter than what we've seen so far this week. The times on the draws, they are gliding a little bit further, so these athletes will have to make an adjustment for the change in the ice. So an opportunity here for Thurston of Team Canada to guard their two rocks. Thurston threw a nice draw in the first end. Stone looking good. A corner will tuck behind the guard. So Team Canada currently sitting three without hammer here in the second end against Sweden. So the hit that Peterson Dahl called for Pearson is still available with that Canadian stone curling up to the center line. Another option here would be to look at the draw and come around those Canadian stones. With them being in the top of the four, with a draw, they'd be easily promotable. And a third option would be to peel the guard, really opening up the rings to create more space. Peterson Dahl looking to make his last shot a little bit more open and a little bit easier. So looking for a peel to open up the rings. And mission accomplished by Peterson Dahl. So a nice peel there, opening up both sides of the rings. Team Canada looking to replace the guard. That would force Sweden into a wide come-around draw to the side of the button with last rock. So Thurston will have to throw a few feet less on this stone than his first one. Line looks good. Team Canada looking to protect their stones in the forefoot. Nice weight on this. Should curl up. And a beautiful stone from Thurston and Team Canada. So this forces Team Sweden onto the other side of the sheet. We haven't seen as much play on this side. So Peterson Dahl will need a piece of the button to score one in the second end of draw 10 of the 2023 World Wheelchair Curling Championships. So a big shot coming up here. This rock's starting to curl early. Just a little bit light, so that looks like it will be a steal for Team Canada here in the second end. Team Canada will take 3 in the second end to go up 5-0 over Team Sweden. So it's all smiles and fist bumps of Team Canada. We'll see Team Sweden come together. They'll want to talk about that shot to see if it was just the side of the ice. Good opportunity to learn from that throw in case you'll most likely be playing that one again in this game. So we still have 6 ends of play. Draw 10 in the 2023 World Wheelchair Curling Championships. Just waiting for couple more sheets to finish their final few throws so we can do an update across sheets A to F. 3 teams have qualified so far. We know that Team China, Team Canada, and Team Korea will be playing in the qualifying rounds. 3 positions still yet to be determined. There's 4 teams tied for 4th place, so some big games going on the other 5 sheets this evening. So a nice draw there from Idison of Team Canada. Putting a stone in the top 12 foot. So on sheet A, it is 2-0 for Korea over Japan. On sheet B, it is 2-1 for Norway over Italy. On sheet C, it is 6-0 for the Czech Republic over Denmark. On sheet D, got Canada up 5-0 over Team Sweden. On sheet E, China is up 3-1 over Scotland. And on sheet F, the United States is up 2-1 over Latvia. Lots of curling action left. 6 ends of play across all 6 sheets. The final round robin game for the World Wheelchair Curling Championships will be at 1:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow, with the qualification games to be played on Friday, March 10th. So a nice corner guard there by Team Sweden. Team Canada drawing to just the top 4 foot. So they are sitting 2 without hammer here in the 3rd end. So Team Sweden ignoring those 2 Canadian stones on the top of the rings. They're looking to use their corner guard. They're going to need to get some rocks in play in order to get some points on the board and get themselves back into this game. So Glennert's draw comes up just on the 4 foot lines, giving Team Sweden 2 corner guards. So the Richmond Curling Center is hosting 2 World Wheelchair Curling Championships. We've got the mixed, which is live tonight, and then we have the mixed doubles, which still has 4 games left in their round robin. So there are 19 teams in the World Wheelchair Mixed Doubles Curling Championships. There's 4 games left to go to determine who the final qualifiers will be from Group A and Group B. In the World Wheelchair Curling Championships, we have 12 teams. So we have 1 draw left tomorrow afternoon at 1:00 p.m. We know 3 teams have qualified, and there are 3 qualification spots left for grabs. So tonight and tomorrow will be moving day for those last 3 teams to have a chance to qualify for the quarterfinals, the semifinals of this championship. So a nice stone there by Dash of Team Canada. Would have liked that stone to have stayed about a foot shorter than what we saw. This does give Team Sweden an opportunity to make a hit and roll and bring their corner guards into play and move the Canadian stones around at the top of the rings. Really nice stone there by Team Sweden. Makes the hit, makes the roll. great shot there by Johansson of Team Sweden. So Team Canada being up 5, looking to make a play on these guards and clean things up this end. So for those of you watching for the first time, these teams do have to wait until the first 5 stones have been delivered in order to make a play on any guards outside of the rings. Slight miscue there from Dash of Team Canada. That rock will overcurl, jamming the yellow guard into one of their Canadian stones and hangs on the side 12 foot. So Team Canada is sitting 1. Team Sweden sitting 2nd and 3rd shot. So an opportunity here for a hit and a roll for Team Sweden to put some pressure back on the Canadians. So goal 1 is to connect with this Canadian stone. Nice weight control. The shooter will stay in the rings. So it's currently Team Sweden sitting 3 with hammer in the 3rd end. So a big shot here coming up from Forrest of Team Canada. She's been throwing these really well all week long. Line looking good. Connects with that top one, and a really nice roll undercover by Forrest. Beautiful shot there to get our team out of trouble. He's only biting the top 8 foot, so Team Sweden, ignoring the Canadian stone, will come around their guards. So we'll see if Pedersen of Sweden can make an adjustment from his last draw. Line looks good, making a big move here at the end. Just gets by the Canadian corner guard. Will come up, possibly just biting the top 12 set. So beautiful line there. Needed just 2 feet more weight, and it would have tucked beautifully behind all those corner guards. But a really nice adjustment. The tolerance on that shot is to be a little bit shorter because you wouldn't have wanted to come deep and give Team Canada a chance to get around on top of you. So discussion here between Pedersen and Forrest. Looks like they're trying to decide whether or not they should hit the Sweden stone on the 12 foot or ignore it and make the draw, beating Team Sweden in. I really like this call. You know, there's lots of tolerance on this shot. You can really shrink down the scoring area for Team Sweden. one will come up a little bit short. So let's see what Team Sweden decides to do here. It does move the play over if they decide to make the come around draw. Oh. Pearson taking a moment to reset. Looks like they're moving the broom. These athletes all have their pre-shot routines, so when there is an adjustment made at the other end of the ice, you'll see them reset, take a moment to visualize the shot before they make their final throw. Line looking good here on the Sweden stone. It does make the tap, and I'll tap right up against, frozen against the Canadian stone. So Team Canada is currently sitting 1. Team Sweden sitting 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, possibly 5th. So Sweden does have a few options. They do have a yellow guard they could run in. They do have about half of the rock. So I think it's important here for Team Canada to look at getting another rock into play, or to remove a Sweden stone. So some discussion here happening between Thurston and Idison. A nose hit here or the option of the come around draw are both good options for this team, and sometimes it comes down to the preference of the person throwing the stone. So wanting to stick around here. Line's looking really good. And a hit and roll by Thurston of Team Canada. So beautiful shot there by Thurston. Team Canada sitting 2 without hammer in the 3rd end. Peterson Dahl looking to make a hit. Looking at running this yellow guard into the rings. Some options with angles here. Team Sweden does still have the draw to the forefoot. Everything is open on the left-hand side of the sheet. I think they're looking to set themselves up for a multiple point score. So big weight shot coming up here from Team Sweden. Oh, just connects with that top one. Oh, that stone just needed to curl up a little bit more, and that would have removed at least one of the Canadian stones. Might have moved 2. So Team Canada looking to come into the rings. Want to make that draw path Smaller for Team Sweden with hammer. So ideally looking for a stone anywhere from top 12 foot to side of the 4 foot. That one a little bit heavy by Thurston. Good adjustment after throwing a hit on his first stone. So it looks like Sweden's opting for the nose hit on this rock. So Team Canada is sitting 3. So a big shot here. Encouragement from his teammate Peterson with a tap on the shoulder before Peterson gets set to throw the stone. Really important that you get to the nose of this rock. Both teams saw this spot in the first end. Oh, and that one's just going to curl up at the end. So another missed opportunity for Team Sweden. So Team Canada will steal 2 in the third end to go up 7-0 over Team Sweden. The Canadians will be happy with the outcome of that end after Sweden looked like they were starting to build something. So it's all smiles from Team Canada as they head into the fourth end with a commanding lead of 7-0 over Team Sweden. So a score update on our other sheets in action here tonight at the Richmond Curling Center. We've got Japan and Korea with a 2-2 tie after 3 ends of play. It's currently Italy up 3-2 over Norway after 3 ends of play. It's the Czech Republic is up 6-4 over Team Denmark after 3 ends of play. Team Canada up 7-0 over Sweden. Team China is up 3-1 over Team Scotland after 3 ends of play. And Team United States is up 2-1 over Latvia. And they've got 3 rocks to play in the third end. So more to come from Sheet F. So as Team Canada starts the fourth end of play, we can expect to see them wanting to keep things clean and open. And we can expect Team Sweden doing more of the same as they started off that third end. We'll see the corner guards go up. We'll see them making some come-arounds. They had some opportunities that end to put some pressure on Team Canada. So we'll see if they can get something going here in the fourth. They'd like to get some points on the board heading into the break. A nice corner guard there by Glennard of Team Sweden. It's important that the leads put those stones in good spots after giving up a point. So Team Canada looking to keep the play in the rings. And a nice draw there from Idison of Team Canada. unfortunate for Glenard of Team Sweden. Attempting the double corner guard. Just comes up a few feet short. Nice looking stone coming in here from Dash. Wave from teammate Idison. Just covering their shot stone on the top of the button. So I believe Sweden's looking to put up another corner guard on the other side of the sheet. Oh, my apologies. Looks like we're making a play on the Canadian stone. They're probably looking for a hit and a roll. These teams do have to wait until the first 5 stones at the end have been played to make a play on those guards. And they cannot touch them if they are touching the center line. So they would have liked to have made the roll on that stone. It does help to guard the Canadian stone in the top 4 foot. So a veteran call here, being up 7-0. You want to limit the scoring opportunities for Team Sweden. So calling the peel here, it's a great call to keep things open. So we've got a measure happening on sheet F between the United States and Latvia. So that score update for the third end still waiting to be determined. And a nice throw there by Dash of Team Canada. Makes no mistake on that peel. Removing Team Sweden stone out of play and rolling the shooter out of play. Sweden looking for the come around draw. We've seen lots of play on the left hand side of the sheet. Both teams more comfortable throwing this side. It is running a little straighter and the rocks are gliding a little bit more than what we've seen on the right hand side. And a beautiful shot there by Johansson of Team Sweden. High fives from her teammate Peter Sandal. It's nice to see these athletes staying positive, giving each other support. It is a long game, it's a long week, 11-game round robin. And it looks like Latvia got one on the measure to tie things up after 3 ends of play on sheet F. So some exciting curling here this evening at the 2023 World Wheelchair Curling Championships, coming from Richmond, British Columbia, Canada. On our sheet D here, we've got Team Canada versus Team Sweden. And a nice guard there by Forrest.
Yeah.
So Team Sweden looking to make a play on these guards. They'd like an opportunity to to make that short yellow-red run back later in the end. So Pearson makes contact. And a really nice rock there by Pearson of Team Sweden. Removes both guards. Team Canada rock just stays out of play, even with the little spin back up towards the rings. So a chance here for Team Canada to make a hit on this Sweden stone. Line looking good. Forrest just misses the red stone in the top of the rings. Our fan is here appreciating a well-thrown stone. Nice little roll on the shooter. So Team Canada sitting 3 in the 4th end without last rock. Draw 10. Team Sweden looking to use these rocks as backing to make it more difficult to remove them later. So Pearson looking to make a freeze attempt. And this one just comes up a bit short. So tolerance on that shot, you would have liked to have been at least in the top 8 foot. Could have thrown back for weight on that and even bumped the Canadian stone a little bit. It will give them some coverage for later, but it will help out Team Canada here. So first stone of Thurston of Team Canada. Looking to protect the ones in the rings. So we've seen a little more curl on this side of the sheet tonight. So nice weight, but a bit of an over curl there. We've seen both teams over curl their rocks on that side of the sheet. We'll see if they make an adjustment later in the game to give their athletes a little more ice and make sure they get around those center line guards. It's an opportunity here for Team Sweden to make a play on those Canadian stones. Johansson holding the broom. Big finish coming with the stone, makes contact, and will roll just to the side 4 foot. So So well thrown rock by Team Sweden. Again, we're seeing over curl on that side of the sheet. So an opportunity here for Team Canada. So they have two options. They could play a guard here. Being up 7, they could opt to play a hit. We've seen them make a number of hits in this spot. And it looks like they've decided to go with the guard. Thurston had nice draw weight on his first. Be looking for similar weight on this one. And just coming up a little bit short. So missing the guard there. Sweden currently sitting second stone. Looking for a way to score 2. It was an unfortunate miss by Thurston. Now the right-hand side of the sheet has been curling a little more. So the weight comes off a little bit earlier there. He probably made the adjustment on that second one, thinking that this other side was quicker. So he'll be looking for the time feedback from his teammates. And Team Canada, they are always on their stopwatches, lots of communication. You'll see them watching their teammates' stones. They'll be watching their opposition. All the athletes have been doing that this week. So final stone from Peter Sindal. Looking for a soft weight angle here to get some points on the board. And it just doesn't curl enough. So another steal for Team Canada to really open up this game, going up 8-0 after 4 ends of play against Team Sweden. So a great start in the first 4 ends of play for Team Canada. Looking to give themselves a good opportunity to get themselves into the semifinals. We know they have qualified. First and second place teams do get a bye past the quarters. So Team Sweden will need to use this break, have a conversation with their coaches, refuel, reset, see if they can turn things around in the final 4 ends of play here on Sheet D, 2023 World Wheelchair Curling Championships. So on Sheet A, Japan is up 4-2 over Norway. On Sheet B, we're still waiting for the score. On Sheet C, it is now 5-6 for the Czech Republic over Denmark. So Denmark making a comeback on Sheet C. Here on Sheet D, it is 8-0 for Team Canada. Still a few rocks left to play on Sheet F between the United States and Latvia. And it looks like it is 4-1 for China over Scotland on Sheet E. So lots more curling action coming your way live from Richmond, British Columbia, Canada. Join us again tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Mixed Doubles World Curling Championships. For their session 11, they'll also have their session 12 at 6 o'clock p.m. So 4 games left to play in the Mixed Double World Wheelchair Curling Championships. There are 19 teams, so there's got 2 groups, 3 qualifiers to come out of each pool. For our World Wheelchair Curling Championships, we have one more round robin game tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The final 3 qualifying spots still to be determined. We've got 4 teams tied for 4th place, so more excitement to come, and we'll be back here shortly. And we are back from the break. So Team Canada, the commanding lead over Team Sweden, currently up 8-0. So we saw Team Canada throwing their first stone through the rings. Oh, and unfortunately Sweden slides their first stone of the end into the ring. So not the start that you want after the break. Earlier in the week, we did notice that after the break, a lot of the rocks were coming up a little bit short. So Glenart may have made a little bit of an adjustment there. Unfortunately, just slipping into the rings. So the strategies for these two teams this end, Team Canada is going to want to keep everything open, remove all the stones out of play, keeping it clean. Team Sweden, they're going to be looking to keep all their rocks in play. They're going to be looking for guards. They're going to be looking for come-arounds in order to give themselves an opportunity to get some points on the board.
Will there be any televised? Oh, good.
All right. So it looks like that stone from Glenart stopping short of the rings. So a good corner guard there. Team Canada will be looking to draw one in the rings. You want to make sure this stone is counting. We'll likely to see Team Sweden ignore it if this shot is made. So we see these stones making their move once they cross those 4-foot lines. And nice weight there from Dash of Team Canada. So Team Sweden ignoring the Canadian stone. A wave from Skip Peterson Dahl. He likes the look of the stone. Looking for the double guards. And a really nice stone there by Team Sweden. Throwing that throw to get it just over the hog line is one of those difficult shots for our lead, and they make no mistake on that one. So Team Canada is allowed to make a peel on this rock. Oh, and it just feathers by that top stone. Oh, that's unfortunate for Dash of Team Canada. That was looked like a well-thrown rock. It just needed to curl a little bit more. So an opportunity here for Team Sweden to use those corner guards. Last one coming from second Johansson. Looking for the come around draw. This stone is going to come up a little bit short, just promoting the other one. So not a bad result. When you are down 8-0, keeping that rock in front of the rings, it will be a promotable rock, or it could be used as a corner guard if this peel attempt is made by Forrest of Team Canada. So taking a little tighter ice here on the previous stone. Forrest of Team Canada is right on the mark. A nice peel there. Opening up the rings. Removing that Sweden guard. Okay, so Peterson of Team Sweden looking for the come around. Lots of tolerance on on this shot, it's going to be anywhere from the top 8 foot to the back 8 foot to give yourself some room to draw more stones around for Skip Peterson Doll. So here we go. So nice line on that one. It'll come up a little bit short. So again, we've just seen lots of curl coming off the right-hand side of the sheet. With that curl, it will take a little bit of the weight off. So these athletes will have to find a way to make the adjustment in order to get those draws around those corner guards. So Team Canada currently sitting 1 without last rock here in the 5th end of draw 10 of the 2023 World Wheelchair Curling Championships. Team Canada opting to bring the play away from those corner guards, playing the draw, and this stone will stop just in the back 4 foot. So a really nice draw there by Forrest to Team Canada, currently sitting 2 in the 5th end and really putting the pressure on Team Sweden. So Peterson was set to throw. It looks like Peterson Doll is changing the call here. The original call was the freeze. Now asking for a hit and roll. So a successful shot here. We'll remove a Canadian stone, looking to use the coverage of those corner guards. Makes connection, makes the roll, just doesn't roll quite far enough for the coverage. So this will leave an open hit for Team Canada. And a chance to sit 2 here.
Yes.
So a nice looking stone coming here from Thurston of Team Canada. Makes the hit, rolls under the corner guard. Really nice stone, gets the bonus roll there. Shrinking that corner guard draw path for Team Sweden. So Peterson Doll. Looking to hit this Canadian stone in the back 4 foot. Get a roll to back 8 foot. They might set themselves up for an opportunity to score 2. Big weight there. Hits and sticks for nose. So Thurston of Team Canada looking to make this yellow Sweden stone go away. hidden stick would put the force on here in the fifth end. Draw 10. So Thurston's been on the mark tonight so far. This one looking good as it crosses the hog line at the far end. And a nice hit and roll there by Thurston of Team Canada. So another really well played in by Canada. Once again, putting the pressure on Team Sweden. We'll see Peter Sandal calling for the hit and stick here. Looking to get a point on the board and build up that confidence for the last 3 ends of play. So throwing a little less weight on this stone. We'll see it curl up at the end. And a beautiful shot there by Peter Sandal of Team Sweden. So makes no mistake, Team Sweden gets 1 here in the fifth end, bringing the score to 8-1 for Team Canada as we head into the sixth end, draw 10, the World Wheelchair Curling Championships. So Team Canada will be feeling good right now. They were defeated by Team Korea earlier today, so a win here would split the day and bring their standings to 8-2. So Team Sweden staying positive, fist pumps all around before they head into the start of the sixth end. Sometimes playing these games, you have to remember those moments, those ones that felt good, and then you can take that into your next one. So Team Canada will have hammer here in the sixth end. Expect to see more of the same, keeping things clean, keeping things open, and limiting any opportunities for Team Sweden to steal a point in the set. So as we look across the sheets, it is Korea up 4-3 over Japan after the fifth end. It is China up 4-1 over Scotland after the fifth end. And we have a few shots left on our other sheets to round up the fifth ends. So the last round robin game for the World Wheelchair Curling Championships will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There's lots of World Wheelchair mixed doubles curling games left, so you can catch them at 9 o'clock and again at 6 p.m. on Thursday, March 9th. So Team Sweden makes a nice centerline guard. Team Canada playing to the open side. So a nice shot there by Idison of Team Canada. So Team Sweden looking for another guard. I'd like to see lots of rocks in play. And another nice guard there by Leonard. Team Sweden. So Team Canada looking to replicate the same line as their first one. They're keeping their rocks on the right-hand side of the sheet. That'll give them an opportunity to peel towards the left later in the ends. And a nice shot there by Idison of Team Canada. Locks it on to his first one. He's done a fantastic job of setting his team up all week. All of his experience keeping him calm and collected. Team Sweden ends up with another guard. A round of applause from teammate Peter Sandal. All right, so Team Canada looking for a peel from Dash. Nice connection. Removes the top Sweden stone. So it leaves Sweden with 2 centerline guards looking to come into the rings. Just needs full 8 foot to be shot. If successful, we'll see Team Canada most likely looking at peeling those centerline guards. Line looking good on Johansson's rock. Just gets by those centerline guards and will rest in the top 4 foot. On the button, right on the tee line. So a beautiful shot there by Johansson. She's been solid for Team Sweden. So Team Canada looking at the double peel attempt here. They do have hammer in the 6th end, so they want to keep path to the 4 foot open. So an update for Sheet C. It is the Czech Republic up 7-5 over Denmark. Dash connects on those 2 center guard stones. Shooter moves almost out of play. Even with that Sweden stone coming into the rings, it is difficult to remove both of these Canadian stones. So everything is open for Team Canada. This is what they'd like to see, being up 8-1 with hammer in the 6th end. So Team Sweden currently sitting 1. Looking to replace the guard. We'll see lots of finish coming off of the 4 foot lines on this side of the sheet. This rock needs to curl a little bit more to cover their shot stone on the button. So might have just covered a corner. So Team Canada using the opportunity to make a play on shot stone on the button.
You keep telling yourself that, you'll be fine.
So line looking good on this shot by Forrest. Gets a piece of the yellow Sweden stone and rolls out of the rings. So Team Canada still sitting 2 with last rock in the 6th end. Opportunity here for Team Sweden to make a draw around their corner guard. Line looking good on the stone by Pearson. We'll see lots of finish at the end as the rock comes into the 4-foot lines. And this stone will bury beautifully on the button on the tee line. So a nice draw there by Pearson of Team Sweden. Looks like the stone may have just over curled on the other side of that corner guard. So another opportunity for Forrest to throw the same shot. Edison likes the look of the stone coming down the sheet. And a beautiful shot from Forrest right on the nose, leaving Canada sitting 3 with last rock here in the 6th end. So we've seen Peterson Dahl prefer to throw the hits. Team Sweden would like to get to the nose of this red stone. If they can get a little roll to the inside, they could set themselves up for a steal opportunity without hammer in the 6th end.
Decision by committee. Slows them down.
Joe, you want to slow dance?
So first rock for Peterson Dahl of Team Sweden. Throwing a controlled hit. Try again, a little inside curl. Oh, and just rubs the center line guard. So Team Canada sitting 3 with the first stone for Thurston being prepared to be thrown. So looking to place this stone likely tight to top 12 foot. They like to protect their one on the 4-foot. Give themselves a promotable rock if Team Sweden can make a play on the right-hand side of the sheet with their last one. This one, sheet A. It is 4-3. It's a really nice looking stone coming into the rings from Thurston of Team Canada and places it just in the top 8 foot. So Team Canada sitting 4, putting lots of pressure on Team Sweden with last rock in the 6th end. Looking for the freeze. rock needs to hold its line to get by that top 8-foot rock. Oh, and it'll just over curl and promote the Canadian stone. So Team Canada currently sitting for the final stone of the 6th end to be played. Opportunity here for Team Canada to score a big end here in the 6th. Line's looking good. Gets by that. And a really nice draw there by Thurston of Team Canada. And this looks like it's going to be handshakes here on sheet D between Canada and Sweden. Both teams taking a look at those top stones to put in the final score here of the 6th end. And it looks like it will be 5 for Team Canada, defeating Team Sweden 13-1. So a great game by Team Canada. Team Sweden just a little off the mark this evening. So Team Canada will improve their standings to 8-2. Team Sweden will be 5-5. With still one more round robin game left to play tomorrow afternoon at 1:00 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So lots of curling action still to come here from the Richmond Curling Center, Richmond, British Columbia. 2 championships going on this week. 12 teams in the World Wheelchair Curling Championships and 19 teams in the World Wheelchair Mixed Doubles Curling Championship. So stick around. You can always switch to one of our other live sheets. We still have sheets A, B, C, E, and F in play. There's 4 teams currently tied at 5-4, looking for one of those last 3 qualifying spots. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you tomorrow morning at 9:00 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Mixed Doubles Curling Championships, Draw 11.